Welcome back to the Nori Factory. What is up, everybody? Thanks for watching another episode. Today I'm working on the ITBs. So I've actually jumped the gun a little bit and I've started restoring the ITBs or pulling them apart, ready for the drive-by-wire. Now, I wasn't actually going to pull them apart and rebuild them, as these are not very old. One of the main reasons being that these were a brand new set of Nissan genuine ITBs. Now, even from Nissan from the factory, these things actually come out leaking around the butterflies. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the ITBs, how they work and why they're so important on GT-Rs. So to describe these basically and how they work is, instead of having one large 75 or 90 mil throttle body, you have 6 individual throttle bodies, each going to cylinder number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, or in reverse. Now, in naturally aspirated engines, ITBs like this sound amazing, and in fact they still do sound really good in turbo engines. I guess you get that real deep throat sort of sound. I love them. It's the way RBs should sound. The guys that go and put big single throttle bodies on, I think someone did explain to me, Darren from Bullet Engineering actually said swapping over from the small ITBs like this to one large ITB is roughly 30 horsepower at the wheels, which is quite a lot. There's a few reasons for this, and it sort of doesn't come into play, I believe, this is my opinion only, it sort of doesn't come into play until you get upwards of the 800 horsepower. Anything sort of below that and ITBs like this are fine. Now, the reason being is you have such a small surface area for a start for each cylinder runner, and then you've also got the round rod that goes in between. See that 10 mil sort of cylindrical rod that goes that way? So if you look at a butterfly, which is shut there, and then you twist it as it opens up, and if you look across, whoop, dropped it. If you look across the top edge, the flat edge, so if you go from there to there, it's quite smooth. But if you put this runner in between it, it's actually got a little hump that it needs to get over. So that hump can cause a lot of deflection. Now, across one big 90 mil throttle body, that hump isn't so bad. But when you've got 6 small ITBs like this, 6 small throttle bodies, it can cause a bit of turbulence. Now, as I said, it's probably only upwards of the 800, 900 horsepower where you're wringing the motor's neck, especially for a little RB26 or a 2.8 stroker. Very small capacity, and when those motors are not designed to make that much horsepower. I know they do. People are going to say they make heaps, 1500 or whatever. I understand that, but they're not designed to make that. So it does help to have a big single throttle body on something that's sucking a lot of air. I love the ITBs. This is, and we're not going for that horsepower, so we can sort of keep these. And I think having the ability to change them over to drive-by-wire, the Dartone racing kit, is absolutely insane. So they work exactly the way as a single throttle body does, other than there's 6. You've got these levers here which sort of connect down. So this is where your accelerator cable bolts onto. As you accelerate, this twist, it pulls these levers up, which can then twist your butterfly to open and shut. See this sort of blackish sort of grey sealant, which will blend in over the years. So if your car's done 100,000 Ks, you get that blow by from the turbo and oil, and it can look quite messy in here. Now, if in that case, I have heard of people, you know, getting out brake cleaner, acid dipping or cleaning, and they'll clean this sealing edge right off. Now, when you do that, it will create an air gap around there and you'll have the worst idle ever. Even like these ones are brand new, literally not even done 1,000 Ks. A good test to do is to hold them up to the light. So hold them up in the light like that, Now, carefully look around the edge and you shouldn't see any sunlight past it. So that indicates that it's sealing. Actually, if you look there, see that one? See just at the top? That's actually got airflow past it. So that's how crucial these are. That tiny little air gap there will cause a rough or a bad idle, especially when it's over all 6 of them. We're going to rebuild these ones. I'll show you how to do it. Tomei make a really good rebuild paste. It's a sealing paste. So once we get all these butterflies out, we'll clean them all off. I don't think these need to be re-zinced. It's really important to get this paste on. So I'm going to pull all these apart. I'll show you how it's done. These are the springs which return them back to their seal, like return them shut. That's about it for ITBs. They are really cool. And yeah, I do like them, so I'm pretty stoked to be able to go to drive-by-wire. It's a pretty neat kit. There's the new arm that you get, which connects it to the electric motor. Here's the electric motor there. So I won't go into it in depth yet because I will do a proper episode on that. But right now, I just wanted to show the guys out there that didn't know how to rebuild their ITBs and explain why they are so important. So back to working on these. What we have to do first, just slide them out of the way. To get these out, it's actually really easy. All we do is we undo these screws here, which is on that the butterfly. Then if you rotate it on its side, that'll slip straight out. Keep your little plastic bushes together. They're actually in really good nick there. These are going to get all clean, so it doesn't matter. They don't need to go back in order. What something is important though is numbering these. So 1, 2 and 3. Don't mix that up. That is super important. So this can actually go away now because we're not going to use that. So we're not going to completely strip them down. I'm just going to clean them up, get them ready for the new paste. Rightio, so this is taking a little bit longer than what I thought to clean these up, but it's good stuff. The Nissan sealant paste they use, we need to get it all off so we can get it all cleaned up, ready for the new paste. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually pull these completely down because the bearings, I've popped the seals out on both ends, and the bearings in there are brand new. Seriously, overnight parts from Kudos. Thank you very much, Michael. So we have got the Tomei throttle coat, which is your Tomei butterfly stuff. Very, very good stuff. Glad I've got a whole bottle of it now because I actually have the original set of throttle bodies off the GT-R that I want to do up. I'm going to strip them down, send them get vapor honed. There's no rush on those. This is just for the new ones. I did finally bite the bullet, and on my new ones, I've sent the butterflies down to be re-zinc coated. Simply because the zinc coating that comes on them from factory is nowhere near as good as what you can actually go and get zinc coated. So they're off being coated. I've got a full set of gaskets for the sides here. So these ones sort of went all funny. There you go. So this is called a Remax High Power Racing Development Throttle Refreshment RB26 DETP. So that's the go. Get one of those. It's got all your seals and everything in it. Rightio, the day has arrived. Getting her all ready for paint. So Brad's already blocked it and gave it a quick sand. We just then washed it down and dried it off. So just gonna start by pulling this stuff off while you clean up.
Yep, start prep style, mate. Give them all the
check her out, she's ready. So spent the afternoon with Brad taping it up. cleaning, taping, learning that I definitely don't want to be a spray painter. No, it's been absolutely awesome, and I thank these guys very much for letting me be involved with it like this. The extra levels that they've gone to, it's really cool to be a part of. I am nervous, but I'm also very excited. We've sort of spent the day doing this now, a lot of cleaning, a lot of taping, so no colours going on today, but it will first thing tomorrow. So the next time you guys see it, it will be painted. She's ready. I think Brad's about to just do the fuel cut because we haven't primed that yet, so let's go check that out. We are back in the workshop, and guess what's behind me? That's right, the 67 Mustang is back in the workshop. By the way, did I tell you that I'm the new Tommy F, yeah? I'm happy to replace Joshy F, yeah? Josh, yeah, spec. Nozzy spec. Nori spec. New Nori F, yeah?